So fine. Before going to be start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Vasu, having 12 plus years of experience in software testing. So currently I'm working in Selenium automation testing. So before going to be start the session, any one of you having any questions, any queries? So here we are going to be discussing about the software testing. It includes manual and automation testing. So you can also call it as like testing tools. So in this training, we are focusing on both manual testing and automation testing. So if you don't have any queries, I will start the session. In between that, if you have any queries, you can ping in the chat or you can unmute and you can ask the queries. Okay. Fine. So if you don't have any queries, I will ask some queries. Okay. So don't take it any negative way. So whatever you know, you have to express it. If you don't have any idea, you can simply say like no. So here, so coming to this, the testing tools, in order to discuss about this, the introduction part. So first of all, we need to know that why we are going to be learning this, the testing tools. So what is the the importance of the testing tools in present days? Is there any opportunities for the testing tools or not? So we need to discuss about that. So why we are choosing the testing tools instead of there are so many other languages. So do you have any idea on this? Fine. So here, see, I already said that if you are not able to listen my voice, you can rejoin the session. Those who are audible, that is okay. Okay, fine. So here, so what is your goal? So basically, sir, my goal is like I need to get a job. Fine. So in order to get a job, what exactly we required it? So to get a job, so here, first of all, we require the subject knowledge, and we require the practical knowledge. And here we need to know that basically. So how we are going to be getting the jobs? So I need to prepare our resume. So we need to place a resume. then we have to know this, the interview skills. So we need to know about that. So here we have to focus on that. So basically, for example, you are choosing this. For example, like a Java. So in order to learn this, the Java codes, how many months we need to spend to learn this? So here, so we have to spend 6 months of time to learn this Java codes. So then after 6 months, then we need to spend 6 more months for the practicals. We need to revise the subject. So here it maybe take 6 months or more than 6 months. Here we are going to be spending the time. So in order to complete understand this subject knowledge and the practical knowledge, so here we are going to be wasting almost, for example, like 1.5 year or 2 years. After 2 years or 1 year, for example, we will take that 1.5 year. So we're wasting, and then so we will go for the job trials. So for getting the job, again we are spending like 6 months. So total, so 2 years or more than 2 years, we're going to be waiting to get a job. So if any person is going to be waiting for 2 years or more than 2 years, you are going to be fulfilling your needs. So your needs will be fulfilled. So after getting the job like 3 years, 4 years. So definitely we are not going to be fulfilling our needs. What is our intention? Any person is going to be looking for a job within a short period of time. So I need to get a job within a short period of time. So in order to get a job within a short period of time, the people, the most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools, codes. That means like the manual and automation testing. So the people are looking for this, the software testing. What is an intention? So within a short period of time, I need to get a job. So whenever I'm getting a job as soon as possible, then I can fulfill my needs. So if I'm waiting for 2 years, more than 2 years to get a job, I cannot fulfill my needs, my goals. So that is the reason. So here, in order to learn this, the testing tools course, hardly we need to spend like 2 months. And for the practical purpose, we need to go for the revision for 1 month. See this, the rest of the time, so we have for the job trials. So maximum, so we will get a job within 8 months or 1 year. So here, that is the reason the most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools. Some people will explain that the testing tools is easy. Some people said, I don't have a coding standards. I don't have the coding knowledge. So that is the reason I'm choosing this, the testing. So I'm poor at coding. I don't have this logical skills like that. Some people will say that I want to work like consistently throughout my career. I'm choosing this, the testing tools. So here the main intention, the reason the people are choosing this, the testing tools course. So I need to get a job within a short period of time. So that is the reason the most of the people are choosing this, the testing tools course. So we can go ahead with this. So in order to get a job, so here we need these things. We require this subject knowledge, we require this practical knowledge, we require this resume. So most of the people don't know how to apply for the job after completion of the course. So where I need to place a resume, how the companies are going to be interacting with the resources, the recruiters. So here like that. So there are so many questions. So here, this is a platform where we can provide all these, the solutions for whatever the queries you have in your mind. So in this training period, I'm more focusing on the subject knowledge and the real-time workflow, whatever I'm going to be working in my company. I'll deliver each and every topic in a detailed manner with examples. And then, so we are focusing on the resume. So how to place a resume, and so people doesn't have any idea on that placing a resume. So how? So basically, so whenever our course is completed, we need to place our resume in the Naukri, in the Monster. Some people are placing in Indeed. So here in our resume, we need to mention the keywords. So based on these keywords, so for example, so this TCS needs some resources. The HR people are going through the Naukri website, and there are some job description. There are some keywords are available in their description. So whatever the keywords we placed in our resume, so if this is going to be matching, then your resume will be shortlisted. So based on that, the HR will make a call to you and is going to be asking it. So are you looking for any job change? Are you interested to change your job like that? So based on that requirement, if you are willing to work there, you can simply say that, yes, I'm ready to change the job like that. Then they will schedule one interview. So again, so to crack the interview, so here I will explain that. So the interview questions, how the questions they're going to be asking it, what type of questions they're asking it, how we need to crack it. So this is the major thing. So we are going to be focusing on these areas. So this is the main intention of this training. So here everyone should know this through a real-time experience, like real-time workflow with different scenarios. You're going to be getting it from this training. If we are going to be thoroughly go through this training, you will definitely get a job. So along with that, you need some effort you have to place it to get a job. Okay. Once.
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes,
So
sir.
here,
Now I have one question with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, once we complete the training, so how long, I mean, like we can put the experience like in our resume?
No, it depends on that, your gap, your experience. Okay, I'll guide you complete information so then you will understand that. So for this training, you can put up to 9 years of experience. That much of thing we are going to be providing it. Even though as a fresher, whatever the activities we're doing in the testing side, the same activities are carried out by this 9 years of experience person as well. So we will discuss about that, the roles of a manual tester, the roles of an automation tester, then you will understand it. So how much experience you need to put it based on your year cap, academic year cap, and based on the salary you are depending on it. See, for freshers, they're getting like 20,000 now. So based on that, based on your need, suppose I need to have this 6 years of gap, so I can place like 4+ years of experience. So you need to plan your gaps and plan your salaries. So we'll discuss about that. Okay. So you don't worry on it. Just concentrate on this. I'll help you, I'll guide you on that. So you can
Sure.
put this
Thank
much of experience in this training level. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So thanks
So
for your
So this is the training intention. So we more concentrate on this. Only one thing. So you need to attend the sessions regularly and the daily basis I'm giving the assignments. You have to complete that assignments on the daily basis. If you have any queries at the end of the session, at the next session, we will clarify all the queries. Each and every person should respond it. It's not like one-to-one, like one-on-one session like this. So this is for you people only. You have to ask more questions. You need to learn more information and you can clear the interview. So this is the thing you have to put from your end. You need to provide the time for revision these topics and completing the assignments on the daily basis. And people will doesn't know whether there is a boom for this, the testing or not. So there are the job vacancies for the freshers, for the experienced people. How can I come to know that there are the vacancies for the testing side? So it is very simple. Just you have to open this Naukri website and here we have to search with your skills. Okay. So I need to provide this, the software testing, manual testing or anything. So based on your experience, so you need to provide it. So for the freshers, just we need to select it first. We can go through that freshers. Later we'll see this experience. See again here. So 0 to 3 years. 5 days ago they posted this. There is an opening for this one. So 3 days ago they posted like 0 to 5. So software test engineer. So 4 days ago they posted this 0 to 2 years. Zero means like a fresher only. If you have a 2 years of experience, you can apply for this position. So 0 to 5 years. 3 years, 8 days ago they posted. So this is the way we are looking into this. There are number of vacancies for the testing. Whenever the development is exist, the testing is also going to be exist. So this is about this. So here we have to understand this. One day ago they posted it. 2 days ago they posted it. 0 years freshers. So like that. So here there are huge openings for the freshers, for the experienced people. So you no need to worry about it. We'll definitely get a job. So once we're putting our effort, our hard work, so your intention, your goal should be to get a job within a short period of time so that you have to achieve your goals. You will get a job within a short period of time. So you need to do the hard work accordingly. So I'll help you everything on this. The only thing you need to put your efforts from your end. So this is about that why the people are choosing this, the testing tools. So why it is going to be need to be understood. So this is going to be clearly understand it. So this is going to be the introduction about that, the testing tools. So why the people are choosing it like that. Now we need to enter into this, the subject here. So just concentrate on it. So before going to be discussing about the testing, so we need to discuss about that, the quality. So basically, what is mean by a quality generally? The quality is nothing but meeting the customer requirements first time and each and every time in terms of time, cost, security, etc. So here, in simple words, we can define that the quality is nothing but the customer satisfaction. So, for example, so one of your friend are interested in making reels. So here, whenever the person need to be make a reel, so they need to have that a mobile with a camera. This is the priority for this making the reels like 108 megapixel. So camera need to be purchased. So whenever he purchased the mobile, just he's going to be tested the mobile camera, whether the camera is going to be properly working or not. How we are going to be tested it. Take a picture, then he's going to be checking that the picture having this everything, every details it is captured it or not. So he's going to be come to know, right, whether the picture is going to be in a blur manner whenever we zoomed it. So how long the details are going to be capturing it like that, they need to validate it. So if the camera is not good up to the mark, then we can say that so this mobile is not a quality one. So here, same like that, we are going to be performing testing on any application, any software application. So here, for example, if we go with the Flipkart, the Flipkart is one application. So in this application is going to be properly working or not. It is a quality one or not. How can we say that this is a quality one or not? How they are maintaining the quality in their products like that. So whenever we purchase this mobile, so we are validating that. So here we need to come to know that. So we need to purchase a mobile. So we need to provide this the code details, the address and everything, the details. Whenever we are giving it and the code details, the amount will be deducted. Then we are getting the confirmation message within the time period they're delivering this product. Whatever the product they delivered it, that is also working fine. Then we can definitely say that this website they are going to be maintaining it in accurate manner, the quality manner. So everything is going to be working perfectly. For example, see here, if you're purchasing a product from the Flipkart, like a washing machine like that, and thus whenever we go for the payment details, our detail, the code is going to be entered it and the amount is going to be deducted, but the confirmation message is not going to be getting it. So we're waiting for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So like this, whenever we are not getting a confirmation message, then we have a fear about that my amount is going to be deducted. The Flipkart is a fake application. No need to purchase any product from the next time onwards. Or if your friend is going to be asking, I'm going to be using a product from the Flipkart, is it okay? I need to buy it or not? then we are immediately saying that, so don't go with the Flipkart. They're not maintaining the quality in their applications. They're not going to be delivering the product within the time. So it's a waste of application or waste of our time and money like that. So we can simply say like this. So they're not maintaining the quality. So in order to check this, the quality of any application, so we go for the testing. So why we can go for the testing? To check the quality of an application. Now, what is mean by testing? The testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting this, the customer requirements or not. So basically, who will develop the applications? Who will develop the software? Testers? Who will write that? Who will develop it?
Developers.
Yes. So here the developers or the programmers are going to be developing the software application. This software application is going to be meeting all the customer needs or not. So we have to validate it. So this is the meaning of the testing. The testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting the customer requirements or not. So the developers are developed it. That developed application is going to be fulfilling all the customer requirements or not. So we need to validate it. So this is a simple definition. Some people will call it as like checking the application and finding the defects. So this is also call it as like testing. So testing is a process of checking the developed application is going to be meeting customer requirements or not. So here we have to understand that. So basically, so assume it if testing is not going to be performed, what happened it? So what is the need of testing? So the testing is associated to real-time world. So the real-time activities. Whenever we are purchasing any product from outside, definitely we are going to be performing the testing, but they are not following any rules and regulations, any procedures. But here, coming to the software side, we are following set of rules, guidelines, and a process. That process we are going to be learning in this training session. So that is what we are going to be doing it. So this testing is very easy. I'll explain it from the basics. You no need to worry about anything. So you can easily understand it with number of examples we're going to be handled it. For example, you people are asking, sir, why testing is needed? Why we need to do testing on any application? If testing is not performed, what happened it? So we will see, let us consider a small example. So the general example, okay? So here, assume it, one of your friend need to be purchased one bike. For example, here we have the Ranjan. So he's a customer. He need one application, so one project. So we can say like that. So these are the requirements related to their application. The requirements will be like the first one is you need a bike. The mileage should be given like 90 kilometer per hour and 220cc bike, and the color will be red color. So go for the short handle. So like these are the requirements. Assume it in the market, there are so many companies. So finally, so you want to purchase the Pulsar 220cc bike. This is about that. So in the market, there are so many companies. So assume it. So which company is going to be develop this Pulsar 220 bike? Bajaj is a company. These people are going to be developing this bike. So initially, the customer is going to be approaching to the company. So I need a bike. These are my requirements. So I need a bike with these requirements. So now the company people are agreed that for developing this bike, we are charging it like 80,000 rupees. The customer will pay this 80,000 rupees initially. He agreed for that, and now the company people are getting a profit like 10,000 in a single bike. So this for assumption. So in this company, there are some mechanics will be treated as like a developers. They are developing the bike. So once they develop the bike, they are going to be delivering the bike to the customer. Now the customer is going to be receive the bike from the company, and the customer is going to be start using the bike. While the customer is going to be using the bike, the mileage is going to be giving like 40 kilometer per hour. So here, what exactly the customer is going to be expecting it? The customer is going to be expecting like 90 kilometer per hour, but actually it is giving that 40 kilometer per hour. So what the customer will do now? The customer is satisfied with the bike. The customer won't satisfy with the bike. The customer will give a complaint to the company. So whatever the bike you are going to be delivered to us, it's not meeting my requirements. So here you have to replace the bike, otherwise you need to modify it. So otherwise you have to return my money. So these are the questions the customer is going to be raising it. Now the company is not going to be returning the money. They are trying to modify it. So based on the company policies. For modification purpose, they're charging like 20,000 rupees. Who will pay this money? The 20,000 rupees. The customer will pay or the company has to pay this. Yes, who will pay this? Customer or the company?
Customer, sir.
Why the customer need to be paid? Initially, the customer is already agreed for 80,000. Again, why we need to
Company, sir.
provide 20,000? So it means the bike will be like 1 lakh. The customer won't pay any money. The company has to
Company.
pay the money. So here, now the company is providing the 20,000. So what is the loss of the company? So initially they're getting the profit like 10,000. Now they're going to be losing 20,000. The loss will be like the 10,000 rupees. In a single bike, they're losing 10,000 rupees. In a day, how many bikes they're going to be developed? Like millions of bikes they're going to be developed. The loss will be like million crores. If a company is going to be losing that much of money, they're going to be running the business. They won't run the business. They will shut down the business at a certain point of time. So here now, what the company people are doing it. So here, so they are going to be recruiting the testers. They will pay some salary for the testers. Now the tester is going to be performing testing on the bike before going to be delivered to the customer, before going to be delivered to the end user, whether this bike is going to be satisfying with the all the customer needs, the customer requirements or not. the tester is going to be performing the testing. See, if there is no testing, the company has to shut down their business. If they are not maintaining the quality in their application, suppose the Pulsar 220cc model is a failure one, so next time no one is going to be purchase that bike. So the company is going to be losing this, the references, losing the income, losing the reputation. So finally, they're going to be shut downing their business. In order to avoid these things, they need to maintain that the quality. If they are maintaining the quality in their bikes, definitely the people are going to be looking into this. They will get the references, they will get more money, they will sustain in the business. So this is the need of testing in present days. Same like that, all the software company people are going to be maintain the testers to test their software application. So before going to be delivered to the end user or the customers. So before giving to the customers, the tester will perform testing. All these are going to be properly working or not. So this is the need of testing. Anyone having any queries? So you can ask. So in order to stay in the business, to get the profits, to produce the quality product, so we have to perform testing on that application. So that is the need of testing. So that is the reason the people are going to be recruiting the testers, test their applications before going to be giving to the end user. Suppose I just give an application for my business purpose. So if these company people are not maintain that a quality software, the customer is going to be losing their business. If the customer is going to be losing their business, next time I won't give this any project to that particular company. I don't give any feedback on this company. So good feedback. So if one of my friend is asking, so I'm also going to be purchase one application from this company like that. So I can immediately say that don't go with that company. So the company is not maintaining the quality applications. So it's waste of your time and money. So like that. So definitely the company is going to be losing the references. So that is the reason. So every company need to be maintained by the testers to test their software applications before going to be delivered to the end user. Then, sir, it is okay, fine. So basically, what to test on any application? So what are the things we are going to be tested? For example, you said that there is a Flipkart. So what exactly we have to test on the Flipkart? So there is a like Gmail application. So what exactly we have to test on the Gmail application like this? So basically, what exactly we have to test it? So everything we will discuss in detail. These are the demo session. Just I'm going to be giving that the overall idea how the testing is looks like. So what exactly we are going to be testing it like this. So for example, consider that here we have a Gmail application. So coming to this Gmail, so we have this username and we have this password and we will have this sign in. So here need to be understood that so try to understand this. So need to be focused on it. So here on any application, not only this Gmail, as a tester, we have to test this, the functionalities and non-functionalities. So you already know everything about the testing, but you don't know about this terminology. So here we are going to be learn this, the terminology only. So already said that the testing is associated to the real-time activities, whatever we are doing on the daily basis in our day-to-day life. So we are testing this, the functionalities and the non-functionalities. We need to focus on it. So coming to this, the Gmail, the username field is called one functionality. So the tester duty will be like whether it is going to be functioning it correctly or not, working properly or not. So we need to validate it. Sir, how we can test this? The username field is properly working or not. The customer is giving some specification, some conditions. What are the conditions means? For example, the username should be in between that 6 to 40 characters. That is a condition is given by this. So the customer. Now, based on this specification, they will give everything how to test it. What are the condition? It should be satisfied it. So whenever I'm trying to enter this, the username while I'm creating it, so here I'm entering only 4 characters. So the application should allow or should not be allow it. Yes, I'm asking you people only.
Should
Yeah,
not
please.
be allowed.
Yes, this is what they're giving it already clearly mentioned that the username lies in between that 6 to 40 characters. If I'm entering 4 characters, immediately it is showing a notification. The username should be in between that 6 to 40 characters so that you have to enter it. So if should it is allowing it means there is a defect in the functionality. The developer is not developed it properly based on the specifications. This is how the testing is going to be conducted in the software field. Everything we need to test based on the conditions given by the customer. So all these things, how we are getting these customer conditions, specifications, how we are getting the requirements, how we can understand it like this, we are going to be discussing in this entire training period. Then we are going to be carried out that the testing. So coming to the password, right? The password should be like encrypted. They're asking it whenever I'm entering my password, this should be like an encrypted form. So like in the dotted like this. So this condition is properly working or not, we need to validate it. Suppose if my password is visible, then we can say that this functionality is not working. There is a defect in that functionality. Again, people are having the queries. So, sir, we are testing the code. We are the developers like that. We are not the developers. The developer is developing it, whatever the logic they are using it, whatever the techniques they're going to be choosing it. That is not our responsibility. See here, there is that we need to enter this username or the email name or mobile number. If I'm entering this my name, simply I'm trying to asking the request. See here, please enter a valid email ID or mobile number. So this notification need to be allowed. This is an expectation of the customer. If I'm giving my name, this notification is not showing here, then it will be like a defect. The developer is not provided it. So we can immediately raise it, but we are not checking the code. We don't have any permission to go through the code. We are not the developers to validate the code. Whatever the code, the developer will develop it. That is not our in scope. Okay. The only thing is, once they developed it, they will give for the testing. Now we need to test it by entering these values. If I'm giving my number, then it should be providing that the request. If I'm giving my email ID, the OTP is sent to this email address. So it is two are accessing, then it is fine. So if I'm giving other than this email ID and for mobile number, So anything, so suppose if I'm giving this like this more than that one, if I'm asking the request again, it is going to be showing it. So the mobile number should be like 10 characters, only 10 numbers. So we have to provide that valid number or valid email ID. So this is what only we are testing it. So they're clearly mentioning it, what we are going to be tested, that need to be tested, that need to be documented. So how we are going to be documented, how we are going to be tested, we are going to be learning in this training period. So this is about that, the functionality testing. So like that. So here the password is one functionality and the sign in is also one functionality. Same thing if you go with the Flipkart. See here, coming to this Flipkart, what are the things comes under these functionalities? So the login is one functionality. The more is one functionality. So here cart is one functionality. So groceries, mobiles, everything comes under the functionalities. So here we have to understand that these things we need to test it whether it is going to be properly working or not. So we have to focus on this. All these are comes under the functionality testing. Now moving on to the non-functionalities of the application. So for example, if you go with the classroom as a project, what are the things are there in the classroom? Classroom, what are the things are available? Why? Because you already know about everything about the classroom. Yes. See guys, everyone need to be responded here. No need to worry about anything, whether it is right or wrong. You have to express it. So same thing, you need to implement it going forward in the interview as well. So whenever they're asking any questions, you need to respond it. So whether it is right or wrong. So what are the things are available in the classroom?
Benches, chalk pieces, blackboard,
Chalkpiece, blackboard,
chairs.
Chairs,
Yeah.
tables.
benches.
Thank you. So here, so we have this lights, fan, so shades,
Chairs, chalkpiece, blackboard.
so all are comes under the functionalities. Here we have to know about that. These are going to be properly working or not. So in a classroom, we need to test it. Now moving on to this non-functionalities. The first one is like GUI testing, graphical user interface testing. So all the user interfaces are properly working or not. We need to validate it. The user interfaces are nothing but the look and feel of the application. So here the logo is properly visible or not, and the alignments, it is properly aligned it or not. So we need to validate it. And the background color, the font color, the spellings, all are comes under the non-functional, under the non-functional like GUI testing, graphical user interface testing. Next, the compatibility testing. So here, the compatibility means, so we need to validate the browser compatibility as well as operating system compatibility.
Does the performance testing also comes under compatibility testing? Like how much time is it taking to get us a response or no?
That is a performance one. Again, performance testing is there. So here, compatibility means the Flipkart I'm opening in the Chrome browser. I want to try to open the same Flipkart in the Edge browser as well. Whether it is the developed application is compatible with the all the browsers, at the same time, all the operating systems. So, for example, to better understanding, you go with that the WhatsApp. So it is compatible with the 2G mobiles, 3G mobiles, or the 4G mobiles. So you need to know that part. So here, so it is compatible with the 4G mobiles. The developed application, so it is only compatible with the particular 4G mobile. So this is about the compatibility in the testing side. We need to understand this, the browser compatibility as well as operating system. So we need to focus on it. And here we have to understand this, need to be focused on that. Security testing. Here we have to provide that all the security conditions. For example, the password should be encrypted like this. If you go with the credit cards or debit cards, the CVV, it is going to be encrypted or like that. We need to validate it. And here we can go with that, the load testing. This will becomes another performance testing. So for example, initial days, the Gmail is developed for the 1,000 people purpose. If all these 1,000 people are accessing the Gmail at a time, what is the behavior of the application? How much time it is going to be taking in order to logging into the application? If you're increasing this 2,000 people, 20,000 people are accessing at a time, what is the behavior? The functional and performance behavior under various load conditions. So here we have to know that. So as a manual tester, we are not doing this, the performance testing. So again, there is a role like performance tester. They're recruiting it. They're using a tool called a load runner. With the help of that, they are doing it. Only thing is, whatever we discussed, just some of your friends said that if any browser, if you click on any button, so it is taking the time, how many seconds it is taking. Or if it is taking too much time, then we can say that so it is not loading properly. We can update to the team who are working on this project. They can focus on this, the performance testing. So we no need to worry on it. Then the fifth one is like usability testing, the user friendliness of the application, how easily the end user is going to be interacting with that application. So basically, we have that Samsung and we have iPhone. So which is more user friendly? Here we have to understand that. So which one is more user friendly?
Android.
Yes, Android is more user friendly than iOS. So suppose if you want to download some songs in iPhone, again we have to install some iTunes like that. So, but coming to the Samsung, so we can easily go and download it freely. So this will be like this. So here we have to understand that. Okay. So the developed application is user friendly or not. If it is user friendly, anyone can purchase it. If the process is somewhat difficult to purchase any product, they won't go for it. So as of now, we are using phone pay, WhatsApp payment, some other that Paytm. So most of the people are using which one? So phone pay like that. So the process is easy to use it. I can go and use it like that. Whenever they are developing it, we need to come to know that. So this is what we are going to be validating it in this usability testing. So on any application as a tester, we need to test that the functionalities and non-functionalities. Anyone having any questions, you can ask. The next thing is like how to test it. So you are saying that we need to test this functionalities and non-functionalities. how we are going to be tested. We can test with the help of human resource. This will be comes under this manual testing. Human resource are man of word. The same thing we can perform with the help of the automation tools. We are going to be call it as like automation testing. Here we are using a tool called the Selenium automation tool. So this is a basic introduction about this testing. What is mean by quality? What is mean by testing? So what is the need of testing? What to test and how to test it? Then today I'm stopping here. Tomorrow we will discuss about this, the real-time scenario and the SDLC, how the application, the software is going to be developed in the real time. Who are the people are involved? So what are the roles and responsibilities? How the application is going to be developed in the real time. So we'll focusing on it. Okay. So I'm stopping here. So this is a course curriculum. We are going to be discussing it day-wise. The topics are segregated. So we need to focus on it from the day one. So each and everything we are going to be covering it with the real-time examples. After each chapter also we'll discuss about that, the interview question, how the questions they are going to be asking it like that. So we are going to be focusing on this. Once the manual testing is completed, we'll go for the Selenium. So again, we will discuss about that. What are the things we're going to be discussing the Selenium? So anyone having any questions, any queries, you can clarify it now.
So what is the prerequisites of taking this course? Do we need to have a coding language as a background or?
No, that's what I already said, that for manual testing, we don't need any coding language, nothing required, okay? For automation, we require the CoreJava. I'll explain the CoreJava and the training level itself with examples. Then it will be easy. We require only 15% of the coding language. Okay. 15 to 20%. Fine.
Hi, sir. Since it is a demo class, when we can expect the actual classes are starting from?
See here, like 3 days we have demos. Okay, tomorrow and day after tomorrow. From Thursday onwards, the actual classes will be started. So we need to register with this, and then the link will be changing it. So we will proceed that regularly.
Thank you.
Sir, I have completed my BCA in 2012 and
Okay.
I have completed my BCA in 2012 and now I am inserting in the IT field. Can I, is it okay for me, sir?
Yeah, you can put experience and you can apply for the jobs.
Yes, sir.
So qualification, Watson should be like degree, okay, for testing job.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
How many years experience can we put on our resume, sir, for this with this?
Yeah, that's what I already stated. How many years of experience you have the gap? You can put around 9 years, 10 years, whatever I'm giving it, that is sufficient for that much of years of experience. I already said that. So there is no difference in the work side. So as like a fresher, as like a 12 years of experience person. So everyone is doing the same activities, but for the seniority people having some additional responsibilities other than the same work, okay, that is done by a fresher. So seniority is increasing it, some additional roles will be added. So that we'll discuss it maybe tomorrow, otherwise day after tomorrow. The rules of a tester, what are the duties of a tester? So I mean, giving in a detailed manner, you can put 9 years, 10 years of experience. No need to worry in that. Everyone is working 8 hours only. Some people are thinking like that. So if I'm putting 12 years, I need to, they're giving more work like that. So that is not like that. So a daily basis, we have to work 8 hours. Whatever we can do, we can complete within this 8 hours. Otherwise, we have to complete by next day. That's it. The work will be carried forward. Okay.
Sir, how many days a week these classes are going? Is it Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday?
Monday to Friday. So daily we have 1 hour session. So it's like software environment we are creating it. Saturday, Sunday, you need to spend more hours to understand, to learn it. If anything, you missed it. Yes, still anyone having any questions, any confusion? Swati, Syed, Reshma, Monica, Supriya, Tejasri.
No, sir.
Fine. If no queries, we are going to be close the session on the chain on the SELENIUM.
Hello, sir. I have one question.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, when come to the automation testing, Selenium
Okay.
consists of what are all the languages are required? So, majorly, as you said, you are going to teach in the Java, right?
Yeah, Java
So,
is enough.
other than Java, is it any other language or also is it required, which is like Python, some other language, Ruby?
No. The Selenium will support all the languages, but nowadays using Selenium with Java only. Selenium is open source, Java is also open source like that. So they are
Okay.
using Java only. There is a huge boom for the Java only. So Python not yet started. Most of the companies using the Selenium with Java only. They won't try for this upcoming languages. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Thanks, you. Thanks, your time.
Tomorrow we'll discuss about SDLC. Every class is an important one only. Don't miss anything. Thank you.